Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Gurudeva Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Chinmayam Vyapiyat Sarvam Trailokyam Sacharacharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagat Gurum. Krishnam Vande Jagat Gurum.
Shraddhavan labhate jnanam tatparas sanyatendriyaha jnanam labdhva param shantim achirenadhigacchati.
Now in the last verse, Bhagwan had said that there is nothing as purifying as knowledge. And Bhagwan tells Arjuna, Tat Swayam Yoga Sam Siddhaha Kalena Atmani Vindati. That those, and he uses the word Swayam, through yoga, and yoga predominantly it is karma yoga, and samsiddhing means attaining purity. Kalena, because purity through karma yoga is gained in good time, but surely they will reach Gandhi Road. And they shall find that fulfillment in the self, in the Atma. Shankaracharya now points out this yoga here as that knowledge which is gained by the mind, which has been purified by karma yoga. And kalena doesn't mean in time, but means avashya, surely will gain this perfection, this state of freedom, which is also called as siddhi. Now that assurance Bhagwan has given. And here also two things we have to realize. That our rishis and our Gurudev gave this knowledge, and being in presence of such a Guru, you cannot say that you have not gained the knowledge. But why is it when you say that abidance and what is really called as knowledge is directly knowing the truth and being the truth? Being the truth means that it is me. But still it is not happening, and we keep identifying with our ego. That is because still that purity is not there for the mind and intellect to be steady. Really, speaking, after realization, there is nothing to do. Then after knowledge also, there is nothing to do. But that knowledge has removed our ignorance. We will not be deluded like before. At least we will know what our mistakes are. And we can correct ourselves. But if the vasanas are still there, which means direct knowledge has not taken place, but the knowledge that we have understood is right only. There is no other knowledge that we have to gain. But those who continue to do these yagyas and purify the mind. And amongst that, even Jnana Yagya was pointed out. constant inquiry, reflection and contemplation. And surely in time such a person realizes, and so both these we have to understand, realizes the truth. Now Bhagavan says what is the sure means. He says Shraddhavan labate jnanam. Depending on the qualification of the student. To a great extent, vasanas must have been reduced, for even in that student, that seeker, that quest rises and brings the student to such a great teacher who is Shrotriya and Brahmanishta, established in the truth, and Shrotriya also, so that is able to expound to us in our language, in our mindset. Having even come to such a guru, those students or seekers, disciples, whose great extent of external vasanas are gone, who are mumukshus, who want that and that alone, these are called as Uttam Shishya or Uttam Adhikari. Such students like Nachiketa, because along with Shama, Dhamma, Titiksha, etc., what they have is firm Shraddha. Why our Shraddha shakes? Because somewhere our ego and our likes, dislikes and desires come in. Sometimes we hear also Guru, no, but that pakoda I don't like, Now, know that without faith, you cannot even sit on that chair right now. Is it not? No relationship can even last. No education is possible, and not even any fraud is possible until unless you have some faith. It's just in what do you have faith? Faith is not just belief, which we call as faith in this world. Blind faith is what you have in your pharmaceutical companies today. Yeah? In what you call as science today. Yeah? But even if that belief you would not have, you would not do anything. But in that means of knowledge, which has been, well, that's why the topic started with that this knowledge has been given to great people, passed down that great, parampara, and it has been demonstrated by them, and therefore it is authentic knowledge, it is praman. So Shraddha in the means of knowledge, but you read the scriptures on your own, or there is some people who's just saying something that it is my revelation. But when there is a guru who expounds to us the meaning of the scriptures, and we have Shraddha in such a guru, words of the guru. Most people, that's why sometimes when I used to interview as youngsters, some of these sadhus used to come in town. I said, you all are going to spread all these dharma and all these religion and all that. But all the wars, conflict that we see, and this lady spoke in Hindi, she was a sadhvi, so she spoke in Hindi and she said, Beta, log dharam ko mante hain, dharam ki nahi mante. People follow a religion, but they don't follow what the religion teaches us. What is Shraddha? They follow a person, but they don't follow what that person demonstrates. They don't follow what that person teaches. So, Shraddha in that. And Shraddhavan labate jnanam. the way Krishna has placed these words, or Ved Vyasa has placed this word. But there are two other things. Tat paraha and Sayam, one who is Sayantendriyaha, one who is of mastery over his senses. These days of free modern age religion, or no, we are not religion, we are spiritual. When people used to ask, how do I know, which path is for me, which guru is for me, I can only say that when Gurudev told me that there is not one medication, there is no one meditation, and said that the great masters who showed the path to the truth may sound different, but they are indicating the same truth. Not all, I will correct that. Yeah. They speak the same truth. And he, that time, told us many, many different types of, like how the Zen Buddhists teach that, how this one teaches or that one teaches meditation and all that, and all the fancy names of meditation. He told. But he explained the principle of it, and then he said, don't ask me what my meditation technique is. I'll confuse you even more. The great masters have spoken the same truth. It is only the foolish, blind followers who makes all distinctions. And that day, I knew that he is a master. Not that I've said, will you be my guru? Can I make you my guru? I just knew he is my guru. This is how I made my. One who gives us that authentic knowledge, who can explain to me that I can be convinced, whose knowledge is based on solid foundation of the scriptures, who understands the vastness of that knowledge, and one who does not bind me that you follow me only. If I want to be liberated, I don't want to be bound. And today in Chinmaya Mission, if we are there, he did not bind us by any mantras, he did not bind us by any initiations, he didn't say you have to be my followership. It's only members are allowed, and only after such an amount that you pay that you become a member. Or once you come here, you don't go anywhere. If we are here, we are there out of our inspiration, our gratitude of what we have received, and then only. The Guru has not come to bind, and those who bind cannot be one who can give us liberation. But then I read in Reader's Digest, don't be so open-minded that your brains fall off. Shraddha. The very word Shraddha means Shraddhateti Shraddha. That's one of the meanings there. That by which one holds on to the truth till one realizes the truth. That is called as Shraddha. And therefore Shraddhavan labate jnanam. And as I said therefore yesterday, if you are a sincere seeker, no one can cheat you. Therefore tatparaha. Tatparaha also means devotion. And devotion you have when you know that, and that is the only supreme, that's the only thing that I want, therefore that's the only thing I love. Tatparaha. Determined, dedicated, devoted. And even in the books of devotion, what they have made in the name of bhakti is ito prasad, indulgence. Keep mastery over your senses. All the yagyas were what? Keep mastery over your senses and your mind. Because man jeete, jag jeet. Have mastery over your body, senses, mind, intellect, what you consume and what you express. Prana, apana. One who is got his senses, mind in his mastery. Because even in love, even in your family love, what makes betrayal, what makes distractions, even in your studies. If you're not completely dedicated to your studies, and even if you are dedicated to your studies, if your senses are not under your mastery. So now you remember when I told you about Shama and Dhamma and that hotel and the passage in the hotel. Now when I go from there, I have to have Dhamma. Yeah? Because who knows? If I see that diamond, what will I wear diamond and do? But I see that diamond and that also in the heart form, then I think that should be in a ring. Then I might think which finger to put that ring in. And then I have to remind myself, Viveka, those three yagyas, Viveka, that the wise people have said, that engagement ring leads you to wedding ring, and then it leads you to suffering. And that suffering doesn't end, so there's a fourth ring called as enduring. The sayantindriyaha. And jnanam labdva param shantim achirenadi gacchati. And having gained this knowledge, one attains supreme peace. Everything we are doing is for peace. And with every peace conference, we make one more piece of the world. Yeah? For peace, we do all our actions, and life is going through pieces, into pieces. And which param shantri, supreme peace, not temporary peace, not relative peace, supreme peace. Achirena, the word is not long. If you say short also, short can be very long, isn't it? Not long, which means even soon can be late, Not too long. In Ramayana, there's a beautiful expression. Bhagwan did not love Hanuman less. So if you say, how much? I love lots, but lots can be, there's a children say, lots. But I don't love less. So the other end is open, So, achirenadi gacchati. Again, the delay is only in what? Our preparation for the knowledge. But those who have shraddha, those who are full of devotion, and those whose senses are in their mastery, really speaking, it is as soon as you can recognize that the goggles or the glasses that you are searching for, and you struggled and looked out every house, and then you went to other place also, and nowadays you have a tag also on it so that you can see on your phone, and it shows that it is here only but you can't find it. And when someone reveals it to you that you are wearing the glasses, that's why you can see. That's why you can search. How long does it take? Achirena. But if you don't have Shraddha, what do you say? I don't know what? Where are my glasses? I can't see them. Are you are wearing them. It is through that you are seeing. If you don't have Shraddha in the words of the person, even though you are wearing it, you can't see it. Therefore, these three are essential for gaining knowledge. What are they? Shraddha, Tatparaha. That alone is the supreme goal, which means devotion and Sayintendriyaha. mastery over your senses. That gives you equipoise. These are very, very important, and all these terminologies have been explained in the explanation of the Yajna. And now Bhagavan gives the opposite. So what? If I don't have full faith. There is no such thing as full faith, half faith. Faith is faith. If you have faith, you have faith. If you don't have faith, little faith is not there. And Bhagavan says,
Ajñascha shraddhadhanascha samshayatma vinashyati nayam lokosti na paraha na sukham samshayatmanaha.
just as in the previous verse, three things were said. Shraddha, Bhakti and mastery over the senses. But when you link it up, Shraddhavan Labhate Jnanam, that statement is more famous. Because the Shraddha is the most important part there. Same way here also, one who is Agyaha, ignorant, Ashraddhadhanaha, one who is without faith. Faith in what? We have faith in something, but in the Guru and the words of in the words of the Guru and the scriptures. Yeah. And one who is Samshayatma, doubting person. Samshayatma, it can be seen in very beautiful. First of all, what you call doubting Thomas. Everything doubt. Yeah. Another thing is that doubt has become his nature only. Therefore, he doubts himself also. He has doubt about himself also. Samshayatma. And he says that all three, ignorant person, one who lacks faith in the right means of knowledge, and one who is a doubter, vinashyati. They are destroyed. What is the destruction? The destruction is not that they perish, they die. They take birth again, so that they die again. Vinashyati, which means that our nature is bliss and we are living in moment to moment sorrow, fear, anxiety. Yeah? And even what we have created during moments of faith and inspiration, the higher you go, the fall becomes even greater. And another thing, just like for your parents, if you don't have faith in the words of your parents, you will go and do something opposite only, is it not? In a challenging manner to prove. Therefore, vinashyati. But again, linking it with the last word, all three perishes, but samshayatma. Because samshayatma means one who is a doubter. Don't take pride, I am agnostic, skeptic. A doubter perishes more. At least an ignorant person in ignorance thinks that ignorance is bliss. Even though ignorance gives blisters, at least that time he thinks while doing, there's hope, expectations, and therefore we enjoy struggling or even going through struggles and pain just with the hope that there is something in the future that will make me happy. Then, one who doesn't have Shraddha, he doesn't have any hope for any greater. He just says, this is the way life is, this is the way life is, But Samshayatma, one who's a doubter. Doubter is one, I believe in that, but. Where that but comes in, that's a doubter. Nayam lokosti na paraha, na sukham samshayatmana. One who's a doubter, no? Whose doubting has become the self, means it's nature. Neither this world they can live fully. Am I doing something wrong? People do Vedanta course, then they go away. Then when they go there and there are problems, I should have been a brahmachari. And those who are not sure of being brahmachari, so look at these grahasthas, they can afford pizzas, and they can go and have, and we can't have, and all that. They can't enjoy this, they cannot enjoy that. Therefore, samshayatma vinashyati, because nayam lokah asti na paraha na sukham. At least at the moment, at the ignorant person and the person who is of no faith, he at least enjoys the pleasures of the world. वो तो ये त्रिशंकु की तरह लटकते रहता है, नहीं इधर का नहीं उधर का, धोबी का गधा नहीं धोबी का कुत्ता, न घर का न घाट का. Samshayatma vinashyati. And now the following concluding verses, Bhagavan says,
Yoga sanyasta karmanam Jnana sanchinna samshayam Atmavantam na karmani Nibadnanti dhananjaya.
Addressing Arjuna as one who has always been capable and victorious in acquiring wealth. And knowledge is the greatest wealth. That's why I say knowledge is the greatest charity also. Vidya dhanam is the greatest dhanam. Now see, yoga sanyasta karmanam. Not one who has given up action, but who, dedicating all his action, has integrated his mind and intellect, exhausted his vasanas, and one who does not have any more external vasanas, doesn't have to do plenty of these activities that people are doing. So not rejected action out of ego or because it is inconvenient, but those who have done action in the spirit of karma yoga. In fact, they are the ones who can be sannyasis, who can even give up action, but they have not given up their duties, but they have fulfilled their duties, they have fulfilled most of the actions, they do not have any desire. Therefore, yoga sanyasta karmanam. Jnana sanchinna samshayaha. And one whose doubts about himself, about God, about this world, about action, about inaction, when all these doubts are removed by knowledge, atmavantam, one who has no doubt that the self, Atma, is infinite Brahman, atmavantam means one who recognizes himself as the self, because we recognize ourselves to be something other, the anatma, the not self. Atmavantam, one who is poised in the self. Na karmani nibadanti. Arjuna, actions, results of actions do not bind such a person. And such a person, even though seen acting in the world, is not bound. A karma yogi is not bound. How can a jnani be bound? A karma yogi dedicates his ego to the Lord. A jnani does not have any ego. So how can karma, action, bind such a person? And therefore Bhagavan now says, and these are instruction verses of Bhagavan. After every chapter, or every chapter has at least one or two, after all the elaborate logical explanations, convincing explanation, Bhagavan then says, thou shalt do this or thou shalt be damned. After having said it, Bhagavan says, Tasmad.
Tasmad ajnana sambhutam Hritstham jnanasinatmanah Chitvainam samshayam yogam Atishthotishhtha bharata.
After giving all these expressions, therefore, Tasmad, He Bharata, not only to Arjun, but to all of us. And Bharat means those who revel in light, not that live in a peninsula. He Bharata, so you can be from any country, any race, any background, but those who revel in light are called as Bharata. So, He Bharata, Tasmad Ajnana Sambhutam, that which is born of our ignorance, and where does it reside? In our own heart, in our own mind. Ristam. This samshayam, this doubt, that now after we hear, we know such greatness of the truth, and still we say, we can't practice, we go back, we are back to normal. Yeah. Now remove all doubts about yourself, all doubts about the path, all doubts about this knowledge, and the means, the practices. Remove all doubts about it. Chitvainam, you cut asunder. Jnanasinatmanaha, that with this sword of knowledge, this doubt about your Atma, this samshayam, you cut asunder. And therefore, Yogam Atishtaha Uttishta Bharata. Take refuge in yoga. Yoga means both here. Karma Yoga and Jnana Yoga. But of course here to Arjuna, to what Bhagavan is saying? That now I have no doubt about your duties. Action does not bind. In fact, action is a means to purify your mind, to get knowledge. Therefore, now be firm and do your duty. Get up to serve the world with whatever is your duty. Don't sit back. That's right. Don't sit back on buts. But this, but that, but this. Uttishta Bharata. Wake up, India. With that, Bhagavan concludes. So with the sharp sword of knowledge, cut asunder this doubt. Don't remain in doubt. And get up. Stand up. Arise, awake. And gain this knowledge. So, with that, it concludes. Om Tat Sat.
Om Tat Sat.
Om Tat Sat.
Iti Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su.
Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su.
Upanishatsu.
Upanishatsu.
Brahma Vidyayam.
Brahma Vidyaya.
Yoga Shastre. Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade
Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade
Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yogo Nama Chaturtho Dhyayah.
This fourth chapter, which is called as Jnana Sannyasa Yoga. Sannyas is possible only through knowledge, and with knowledge, renouncing the false and recognizing the truth. Yeah. This chapter is not finished, concluded. Revise it again and again because it's the central chapter. Because here also you will not get deluded like this. So we started off by explaining what? Our shoka is because of our moha. In the ending, Arjuna says, Nashto moha. Yeah? My moha has come to an end. Right? In between also, fourth chapter, that your moha will come to an end with knowledge. This is that which is called as Atma Gyan Brahma Vidya, and seek it with all sincerity. Yeah? Because only that can end all that. And all the practices should lead us for the purification of the mind to be fit for this knowledge. Having got this knowledge, if it is not realization as yet, means there is some doubt, inquire, study and remove the doubt. If still your mind cannot understand, which means still some distractions and vasanas there, keep your senses under mastery and do your sadhana. Serve the world, and soon, not too long, it is guaranteed that you will recognize the truth. So we start with the name of the Lord, we end with the name of the Lord. Om Tat Sat. This dialogue between Ishvara, Bhagwan and creator and creature. Yeah. Which is both Brahma Vidya and Yoga Shastra, which gives you the practice to get this Brahma Vidya. Most practical book, and then they say, can you teach Vedanta in a practical way? What do you think Gita has done? Yoga Shastra. Yeah, but Gita didn't say, that you have to stand on your head. That is not alone yoga. All that means that unite you with the Yoga Shastra. Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade. This dialogue, this fourth chapter is concluded. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Hari Om.